How could you? We dedicated our lives to the Coalition, and you betrayed us all!
I'm sorry.
During the Viltrumite War, one of the greatest threats to the coalition of planets was not a Viltrumite warrior or a powerful invasion fleet, but a trusted insider hidden within the coalition itself. Data twin number 2, the Fat One, who was a data analyst in the coalition, secretly served as a mole for the Viltrum Empire. Because of his position and access to highly sensitive information, he was able to provide the Viltrumites with intelligence that repeatedly damaged the coalition's efforts and strengthened the Empire's position throughout the conflict.
I find it convenient and somewhat alarming that Acreon was hit so soon after joining the Coalition.
The Viltrumites hit Acreon while you were gone.
What? They just joined the council.
Data log.
Here you go.
It's as if the Viltrumites had knowledge from inside the Council.
There's a mole. I'll find them.
The Data Twins were responsible for maintaining and analyzing information gathered by Coalition agents across the galaxy. Their duties gave them access to reports, mission records, military intelligence, and communications from some of the Coalition's most important operatives. This role allowed the mole to obtain valuable information without attracting suspicion. Unlike an evaluation officer or a field agent, he did not need to travel or openly sabotage operations. Instead, he could quietly pass information to the Viltrumites while continuing to appear as a loyal Coalition servant.
How long have you been betraying us to the Viltrum Empire? Years.
One of the most significant pieces of intelligence he provided concerned Nolan Grayson. After Nolan abandoned Earth following his fight with his son Mark, information regarding his disappearance and his activities became extremely valuable. The mole informed the Viltrumites that Nolan had left Earth and that his son, Mark Grayson, was a half-Viltrumite. This revelation had enormous consequences. The Empire immediately recognized that Mark represented both a potential asset and a potential threat. More importantly, the information suggested that Nolan was no longer carrying out his assigned mission of preparing Earth for Viltrumite conquest. Armed with this intelligence, the Viltrumites moved quickly against Alan the alien. Alan had recently met with Mark and possessed information about Nolan's status and Earth. The Viltrumites tracked him down and attacked him in an attempt to obtain further details regarding Nolan and Mark.
His name is Mark, and he's only half Viltrumite. And get this, after they fought, his dad left. Left the planet. Disappeared completely.
Are you certain he sired an heir? Are you certain he abandoned his post?
Who told you that? I mean it. I'd really like to know.
Where's the father now?
This assault was one of the first major consequences of the mole's actions that we see in the show. Had the Viltrumites remained unaware of Nolan's disappearance and Mark's existence, Alan might never have become a target in the first place. The intelligence leak also allowed the Viltrum Empire to conclude that Nolan had become a traitor. Without the mole, there may have been uncertainty or confusion regarding why he would fail to report back or complete his mission. But the information that the mole would provide allowed the Viltrumites to know with certainty that Nolan had betrayed them, and they could move quickly with this information. As a result, Nolan was targeted. When the Viltrumites eventually found Nolan, they captured him and transported him back to face punishment. At the same time, they transferred responsibility for Earth's conquest to Mark. Craig's warning that Earth would be destroyed if Mark failed to complete Nolan's mission is a direct result from the mole.
There's the great Nolan. Lucan found you first, I see.
Dad. Mark, don't forget the good I did.
Your father will be executed, and you will return to Earth. You will assume his mission and prepare the planet for our rule.
There is also reason to believe that the mole played a role in the Viltrumite ambush of Mark, Nolan, and their allies as they departed Earth. The timing and effectiveness of the attack suggest that the Empire possessed detailed information regarding coalition movements and plans. If the data twin supplied travel intelligence, fleet movements, or mission schedules, he may have helped make the ambush possible. This confrontation resulted in a devastating battle in which Conquest nearly killed Mark and removed him from the fight for 2 months. Even though Conquest ultimately died, the attack demonstrated how dangerous, accurate intelligence could be in the hands of the Viltrum Empire. The mole's most direct act of sabotage occurred during the Viltrumite assault on Tlesgria, the headquarters of the Coalition of Planets. At a crucial moment in the war, he secretly disabled the planet's defense network from his workstation.
Hey, Telia, are you picking up anything strange? A few of my suit's sensors just tripped.
You were out almost 2 months.
2 months?
Things like this aren't supposed to happen here.
This action lowered the security protecting the Coalition capital and allowed Viltrumite forces to penetrate the planet's defenses. As a result, Viltrumites were able to launch a devastating surprise attack against Thetis and the home planet of the Coalition. The consequences of this sabotage were severe. Numerous civilians were killed, and the safety and security of the people that lived there were put at risk. The attack could have resulted in the deaths of Thetis, Alan, and anyone else that was on that planet at the time of the ambush. Although Mark, Nolan, and Oliver eventually helped repel the invasion, the damage had already been done. The attack exposed the Coalition's vulnerability and demonstrated how a single insider could accomplish what entire enemy fleets sometimes could not. What made the mole particularly dangerous was not physical strength, but access. As a data specialist, he occupied a position that naturally involved handling classified information.
Did that person have a mustache?
But this must all remain secret. We still have a spy among us.
This is General Telia. Scramble all available air support and get our defense grid back up!
Alan, you're alive!
It is good to see you again.
Thank you. That almost sounds like you mean it. But
He could monitor reports from agents and identify weaknesses in the Coalition. Because intelligence work often occurs behind the scenes, his actions were difficult to detect. Every piece of information he provided helped the Viltrumites make better decisions, locate important targets, and strike at the Coalition when it was most vulnerable. Even though the war seemed short in the show, it took place over the course of 2 months. While Viltrumites won battles through overwhelming power, the data twin enabled those victories by supplying information that allowed the Empire to act with precision. His leaks contributed to the attack on Alan, the identification and capture of Nolan, the disembowelment of Mark, and the devastating assault on Tlesgria. The mole's actions repeatedly aided the Viltrum Empire and delayed the Coalition's efforts to defeat it, making him one of the most consequential traitors in the history of the Viltrumite War.